Yeah, it's your boy, Young Pippy. Tracksuit Pips, Young Pippy, Young Pips, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call my phone because I'm busy. I'm not answering that shit. Yo, guys, look at the hair. Honestly, I unbraided my hair just recently. You know, I don't care. I like looking crazy anyways. Yo, guys, I kind of like this hairstyle. What do you guys think, yo? Should I rock it? Think I can holla at some shorties with this? Ladies, I will have my hair looking much sweeter for you ladies in my other videos. You know, I thought I could just force this, you know? But anyways, today I have a crazy story that happened years ago in Montreal when I almost got arrested for the dumbest shit ever. Let's get right into it. Yo, y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? Abby, let's get it. So, this was about, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. Okay, so it's me and my friend. We decided to go to Montreal to go visit our friend in Montreal who lived at his dad's like apartment building, which was a little bit out of Montreal, like right outside. I don't know Montreal like that, but maybe West Island. I don't fucking know. It's me, my friend, and my sister driving to Montreal because my sister was living / working in Montreal like every other weekend. So she was going to Montreal and we said, perfect, let's just go with her and go visit our friend. He's from Ottawa as well, okay? But his dad lived in Montreal. So he was living in Montreal and at his dad's condo basically, okay? He was telling us that he had a free base. He had a free crib. Like his dad is gone for the weekend. He's usually not allowed to have people over, but his dad's gone on the weekends because he goes back to Ottawa to go see, you know, his family. So he's like, yo, just come through for the weekend. We're gonna have a good time. So we're like, bet, like, why not? Let's go have fun. So we're on our way to Montreal. It's me, my sister, and my friend, and my sister's gonna drop us off at his house to go hang out. So we're on our way there, and maybe some of y'all can relate, but like that was one of my friends who would always have a new phone number, who would never have service, like that kind of, and people would probably relate that to me because I don't have data. Fuck data. I'm not getting data in Canada. The prices are way too high. Call me cheap. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, I still usually have service to call, okay? But this guy, I don't know. You just never know. One day it's a new number. One day his phone's not working. But anyways, we were on our way there and he had told us that he was gonna take a nap and to just call him when we get there. So we're like, please be awake when we're here so that, you know, there's not too much problems. We're getting dropped off in the first place. Like, my sister's gonna go do her own thing, so we're getting dropped off. You better answer and all this. We get to the place. Surely enough, he's not answering his phone. So we get to the lobby, okay? My sister dropped us off. I said, it's all good. Like, we'll figure it out. Like, we'll be fine, you know? And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, we'll be fine. So we're in the lobby, you know? Not even the lobby. Before entering the lobby where you actually have to buzz yourself in. You have to buzz to the house so they can buzz you in, right? So we're trying to buzz his number and we're calling him. He's not answering, right? So at this point, I sit down on the bench. As I'm sitting down, okay, most guys can relate to this. I felt I needed to fix my balls. Come on, like I'm sure most guys that are watching this will understand what I'm talking about, okay? I was sitting down and I literally did something quick like this. As I'm sitting down, I did something like this. No harm, no foul, you know, just a quick, and no one was around, right? Next thing you know, a girl was walking in, right? And you know the whole, like, you just hold the door and you go into the house, right? Before I even had that thought process of, okay, maybe I could hold the door, maybe not, I don't even know. Some old white lady is walking out, okay, as this new person is walking in, and she goes to block the door in case we try to get in. But she opens the door and she looks at me and she goes, and this is all in French, guys, we're in Montreal, and she's like, oh, I saw what you were doing. I saw you on the camera masturbating. Guys, if you guys know me, I'm not the type to really get mad or really like argue for the most part. Like, I'm not looking for a fight, if that makes sense. I lost it. When she said that, and I could see it in her eyes, the fucking, I could just say so many things, but it was a typical racist Karen. Like, I tweaked. Within seconds that she started saying that, I had to stand up for myself. So I started yelling back at her. I'm like, excuse me, what did you just say? Excuse me. Then this girl goes, I'm calling the police because of what you just did. Public indecency, all this. I got mad. I was like, call the police right now. please call the police. Like, are you crazy? At this point, I'm tempered. I am heated, okay? My friend is kind of like, okay, just chill, whatever. Meanwhile, our friend is not answering the phone. So it's already not looking pretty. We're calling. He's not answering the phone. This crazy fucking person is trying to call me out saying that I was masturbating on camera while all I did was fix my balls waiting for this guy to open the door. So we're sitting there. She goes back. She said she's calling the police. We're sitting there calling, waiting. This guy is not answering his phone. So this just makes everything so much worse. But me, I'm like, yo, please come here so you guys can actually knock some sense into her. Go look in the cameras. Go, like, I'm waiting. I'm chilling. I'm waiting. And the police comes. The second the police was there, I saw Montreal police. I don't know why it took me that long for me to actually take it all in. I was like, I'm black. I'm in Montreal. They really don't fuck with black people there. And there's an old white lady who, I guess if she's looking at the camera, she must have some sort of authority in this building calling the cops on me. Right then and there, I was like, I'm fucked. I'm gonna lose. Like, it's done. So the cops come, and I wanted to play the very calm game. Very, like, just, yes, officer, what is the problem, What I didn't realize until after when I was speaking to my friend and whatever is I was actually coming off a little bit as arrogant because of how, like I was literally just like, yes, officer, and it came off as attitude. I was trying not to, I guess, but I guess it did. I was just like, yes, officer, actually, this person said that I was doing this, but we're just waiting for a friend. But I'm just trying to stay calm. And of course, it was a guy and a girl cop, and the girl cop was the one giving me the most attitude, while the guy cop, like, we're literally telling him, we're like, yo, I literally was fixing my balls. Like, have you never had that? And he's not saying a word, and we're like, okay, anyways. So the second the cops showed up, the girl actually, she comes out. She's like, yeah, it's those two, get them out. I'm calm though. I'm calm. The cops are like, ma'am, calm down. Like, let's talk. And then I'm like, yeah. She just told me that she said I was masturbating on camera. Like, I think that's completely absurd. She went 0 to 100 out of nowhere, and she said she was going to call the cops. That's why you guys are here. Like, I'm just trying to be calm, but I guess I was coming off as arrogant by being very like, yes, officer, the fake smile type of attitude, which I didn't realize. But anyway, at this point, I'm like, yo, why don't you guys just go look at the cameras, see what she called for, and see what the evidence is, and tell us why the hell you're here. Explain to her that she is lying and completely exaggerating. And at this point, she's being a racist. Like, anyways, so we're not even gonna get into that. The cops are talking to us. They're like, can you guys come outside so we can talk? And at this point, I'm livid. We're still calling our friend. He's not answering. I am livid at this point. I think I'm sending snaps to my friend saying, oh, I hate white people. Like that's how, like, not saying that I should be thinking that that's not correct, but that's how livid I was at this point. It got to the point where they were like, guys, your friend is not answering. We don't know where he is. We don't have proof that you have someone who lives here. So unfortunately, you are going to have to leave the building. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Like, seriously, guys, what harm have I done? Go look at the cameras. To see why she called and if it was justifiable. They're like, no, we don't need to. So I'm calling my sister at this point. And we are far from the house at this point. We're down the street. We're calling my friend. And my sister's on her way back at this point. She's like, well, I guess I'm going to come pick you guys up. And she's pissed, rightfully so, right? My friend finally answers. He's like, yo, my bad, I was sleeping. We're like, bro, come down now, bro. We need you, yo. We just got, like, Karen'd. We almost got arrested. Like, come down right now so you can escort us in the building. He comes downstairs. He's all confused. We tell him what's going on. And he's like, oh, bro, that girl, yeah, she's the concierge and she's crazy. And it all made sense. He's like, yeah, I was running to go catch the bus and she tried to yell at me as I was leaving the building saying, don't run inside the building. I'm like, okay, it makes sense. But now that you're here, we should be good, right? So at this point, my sister already came back because he was still not answering. So by the time he came down, like, she was basically arriving to come get us. We're in the car. We're like just talking. We're like, what should we do? Because we tried to go back in the building, this time with him. This girl is not having it. She's like, nope, you guys aren't allowed in. So we call the police at this point. We're the snitches. We call the police because we're like, yo, what is this? My sister's on the phone with the police and she's like, listen, you guys came to grab these two guys after this girl said this, blah, 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 blah. Well, the guy who actually lives in the house is here. He lives here and he's trying to let them in. Like, they're his guests. Should they not be allowed inside? And the police, they start talking to each other and then they're like, oh, okay, the guy is here with you? And we're like, yes. And they're like, then you are allowed in the building. We're not even 5 feet from the building. She's out. It's like she can hear us, smell us. She comes out. No, you guys aren't allowed in. But at this point, we had to have the cop on speakerphone to show the girl. She grabbed the phone, she talks to the cop, and the cop is like, yeah, ma'am, like, you're not allowed to not let them in if the guest is there. So she goes, okay, all right, that's fine. I'll take care of it myself. So she lets us in. At this point, take in, my sister is already telling me like, yo, maybe you guys shouldn't sleep there tonight. It looks sketchy. It doesn't sound reliable. Like, this guy was already sleeping on you guys. Like, maybe you guys should try and find a different place. Me and my friend were like, nah, it's cool. Like, we're good now. Like, we won. We won. We're in the building. We're good. She can't do nothing about it, okay? So, you know, we're in the house. We're chilling. Our friend, okay, he's actually stressing a little bit still because he's pissed that she had said something about talking to his dad. So he was already like, what the hell? Why are you gonna call my dad and stress him out for no reason when nothing happened? You're blowing all this out of proportion. Now he's gonna be stressed. Like, don't do this. Okay, let's see if maybe you guys see where this story is going. So whatever, at this point, we're just like, let's go have a good night. You know, we're having drinks, we're getting ready, and we go downtown. So we just have a good, normal night. I think we're on Saint Laurent Street. We didn't even go out to any clubs. We were actually just walking around, having a good time talking to people. That's what I love about Montreal is like, during the summer, it's lit, it's live. Like, people are everywhere. Like, we were just chilling and we were just talking to different girls, talking to different people, just whatever. Okay. So fast forward to the end of the night, okay? My friend who actually lives in that house, he sees a girl that he finds attractive and he's like, yo, should I go talk to her? And I don't know how, where this came from, but we had a rose. And I'm like, bro, just go give her the rose. Like, she'll definitely like that. So he goes and he hands her the rose. She's flattered, they start talking. I'm with my friend and I notice that that friend that he's talking to has 2 friends right beside him. So I look at my friend, I'm like, yo, we might as well go talk to the 2. Because it's a 3-on-3, you feel me? Me and my friend, we start chatting to 2 other friends. It's a 3-on-3. We're just talking, we're chilling, normal stuff. It's probably like, I don't know, the end of the night. So maybe 2, 3 a.m. So the Uber comes and it's a van. And my friend opens the door and he's like, all right, get in. And the girls go in. So I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I guess we ordered an Uber and the girls were down to come with us. But I don't think I had actually taken that in. I think the friend who initially talked to the girl had kind of made those plans during the discussion, but I was distracted talking to the girls. So this is where it gets crazy. We get back to the place. We get in the lobby, we get in the elevator, we start walking towards the house, okay? So there is 6 of us, right? 3 guys, 3 girls. I'm the last person to walk in the condo. Tell me why, as I walk in, I notice that the whole mood is shifted and I just hear someone go, get the fuck out! As I walk in, I just see the girls in shock. I see my friend and my other friend in shock, and I see somebody go, get the fuck out. I can't believe it. I look down, all of our stuff, because we came with our stuff for like the weekend, is packed up right beside the door. I look up and I realize it's my friend's dad. So now you guys can kind of think what happened. So this girl was so pissed that the cops were like, you can't not let them in. She decided to call that guy's dad and say, listen, this guy's having, who knows what she might have told him. She probably was like, she brought a guy that was masturbating in the lobby. She's bringing these guys, these girls. Like, she probably said the most to this guy to really, you know, first of all, she probably cussed him out too, being like, oh, why do you have these people doing this? And then that was enough for him to be like, wow, my son is having people over. I gotta go catch him red-handed. The worst part of this story is my friend who actually entered before me the condo, right? Because I was the last one getting in, okay? He told me that. He walked in. Actually, he said that our friend, okay, the guy's son, actually walked in first. You know, lights are all off. He puts his keys away. He starts getting, you know, taking off his shoes normal. But my friend who was right beside him when he walked in, looked in the living room and was like, it looks like I see someone on the sofa, but it's dark. The lights are off. But he's like, why does it look like I see someone? So he's kind of like already confused. And I think he also noticed maybe the stuff. My friend who still has no idea what's going on, the son, said when he turned on the lights, the dad was just chilling on the couch. Normal, just chilling on the couch. Like a movie, like a movie. He looks at everyone and goes, you guys had a good night? I wasn't in the building. I wasn't inside the condo yet at this point. I was walking to enter the condo while this is happening. And he said that he literally looked at them as the lights went on and said, you guys had a good night, huh? And then got up and just said, get the fuck out. So that's when I entered and I was like, whoa, what's going on? So when I'm inside and this happens, I Can't believe it. Everything starts to add up. He's yelling at the girls. He's yelling at me. He's yelling at my friend, and he's yelling at his son. And he's saying, get the fuck out. The girls leave. I start grabbing my stuff. My friend starts grabbing his stuff. He is pissed. And at this point, him and his son are bickering. So my friend and his dad are bickering. And we are like, okay, well, we're gonna go now. This is crazy awkward. This is not expected at all. I look at my friend, we're like, let's get the hell out of here. So the girls already like are down the elevators. We go to grab the elevator, but at this point, the dad comes with us. Most awkward elevator ride ever. We're literally there and I'm just like, sir, I apologize. Like we didn't mean, you know, and he's just like, I don't want to hear it. You guys just need to leave. We get downstairs and I guess the dad went downstairs to make sure that the girls were out of the building, but they were chilling inside the lobby, of course, because they don't know what to do, where to go, what's happening. And he comes downstairs, he goes to the girls and he says, get the fuck out right now. I'm in shock. The girls are kind of giving him attitude, but eventually like, okay, whatever. So we're all outside at this point. Me, my friend, the three girls, and my friend is upstairs, you know, probably getting destroyed by his dad. Who knows? So we're outside and we're like, okay, what are we gonna do now? I don't want to call my sister to tell her what happened because she was kind of already skeptical. She'll just be like, I told you so. Luckily, I have a bunch of friends in Montreal. So I called my boy and he was like, come through ASAP. And, you know, the girls went their own way and we went our own way and we ended up sleeping at my friend's house. And it was just crazy to see how like, she won. She won at the end of the day. She blew everything out of proportion over nothing and she ended up winning because the one time, let me emphasize, the one time that we have three girls ready to come chill with three guys. This all had to blow up in our faces with the dad actually having driven back from Ottawa to Montreal to catch us red-handed after he had probably gotten a phone call from the girl saying, oh, you know, your son is having these hoodlums that like to masturbate in the lobby. All kinds of bullshit. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe, and I will never forget that fucking French white lady because, like I said, the second she came and chose violence, I was like, I have no choice but to bicker back, basically. That is the story. The dad actually ended up calling us the next day after I guess he had made up with his son and everything to apologize and to say that he understands that that girl is a little cuckoo. So that was a little reassuring. And then we, of course, apologized because we knew that, like, we're not allowed in your house. It's not our house, you know? So, of course, we apologize about that too. But that is how my Friday night went one time in Montreal. And it was just a crazy, interesting, and honestly funny story. Looking back, I laugh about it now. But it's very annoying when you have, you know, these crazy people trying their hardest to use their authority power on you for nothing. Like, she came and she just was like, you are masturbating, you need to get out or I'm calling the police. I'm sorry, what? But anyways, guys, comment below, tell me what you think. Tell me how I maybe could have diffused the situation or what it is, or if you guys all agree with me that she was just some crazy racist woman. That's my story. Comment below what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any funny stories. So I will gladly talk about them anonymously and see what other people have to think. But anyways, you know the vibes. It's your boy, Young Pippy, Young Pips, Tracksuit Pips, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call my phone because I'm not answering that shit. Shout outs to Adidas, shout outs to Ottawa, and we're out.